Yo, yo. Mic check, mic check. What's good? What's good? Welcome to the stream. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Late stream tonight. Trying to keep consistent with the streaming and the content. Few things we want to cover today. Yeah, few things. Obviously FC26, they just released a video, a deep dive on the new changes and features for the game. So we're gonna check that out, and we're gonna basically see how casual friendly it is, because I'm gonna need some things geared towards the casual, because I'll be playing this as a casual. On top of that, I do want to talk more about Ghost of Yate, because I just really like the stuff that I was reviewing yesterday on the game. So might do a little bit of that, just based on like the pre-order bonuses and the collector's edition. So that is that. Mafia Old Country is a new gameplay deep dive, I guess, on that game. And as I mentioned in my last stream, I've decided to play that over Shinra's Hellblade 2, which I will play at some point around November time, based on the schedule that I came up with. I will go through the schedule again, clean it up, and then post that on the channel. And that'll be like the main video on my channel. Gen V announced that they're gonna show a trailer on Friday for the convention SDCC, I think it's called. So just that to mention. So I'll be reacting to that on Friday, because as I mentioned, when things in movie or music that take my interest come about, I'm gonna review or react to it. So yeah, let's get things going. Let's get things started. So EA Sports FC 26. Let me turn this off. Yeah, deep dive. This will be really good for me to understand the features and gameplay elements that they're introducing to this one, because once again, I haven't played since 2020, and what casual friendly things they're gonna be including. So let's check it out.
Make gameplay better. Those three words summarize our full focus this year. An overhauled gameplay experience that's responsive, rewarding, and powered by your feedback. Here's what's new.
Right. Let's
First,
see.
we separated gameplay into two presets. Competitive gameplay, customized for more responsiveness and player control in online modes. And authentic gameplay, tuned for more realism in offline modes, so that your experience is tailored to where and how you play. Second, we refined the gameplay fundamentals across all modes. Pace, passing, tackling, saves, physicality, everything to address your most requested changes. And third, we added a host of other exciting community-inspired features and updates, from new player roles and playstyles to a high contrast mode. Let's start with the biggest change, and something you've been very vocal about: splitting gameplay into two separate experiences based on where and how you play. For the first time, online modes like Full Football Ultimate Team and clubs will have their own tailored gameplay preset called competitive gameplay, while offline modes like manager and player career will default to authentic gameplay. Competitive gameplay is fast, dynamic, and attacking football that rewards you for skill, timing, and quick decision making. It's designed to feel extra responsive, give you more control on the pitch, and deliver a more consistent gameplay experience. Passing feels quicker, dribbling feels more dynamic, the paciest players feel more explosive. We've even chosen the most responsive animations to keep matches feeling fast and smooth. Auto tackles and blocks are less common, encouraging you to take control in defense. And you'll be rewarded for great timing with fewer tackles bouncing back to your opponent. Goalkeepers will also parry the ball to safety more often, reducing the number of frustrating rebound goals that feel out of your control. Every detail of the competitive gameplay experience is built to deliver on those three community priorities: responsiveness, consistency, and control. Authentic gameplay, our preset for career, is immersive, realistic football that emulates how the real-world game looks, feels, and plays. Designed to deliver a simulation gameplay experience, from true physics to our most realistic animations, capturing the same pace and unpredictability that makes football great. Authentic gameplay will still feel responsive, but matches will be less rapid-fire than in FUT, giving that last-minute corner or goal-saving tackle the real-world gravitas that we know our career players love.
I'd prefer the
And in contrast to competitive gameplay,
faster
things
pace
like
one.
AI defending will be tuned differently to reflect how important teamwork is in football. Although competitive and authentic are customized for different styles of play, you'll still be able to toggle between both presets in kickoff and career to tailor your gameplay experience.
Okay.
Our second big gameplay innovation for FC26 applies to both competitive and authentic gameplay. A focus on refining what we call the gameplay fundamentals: goalkeeping, agility, tackles and interceptions, passing and dribbling, attacking movement, and physicality. Here's what we've heard over the last year and how we reworked those fundamentals to address your feedback. Goalkeepers are inconsistent. Expect keepers to be smarter and more consistent in FC26. We're using machine learning to train them in hundreds of thousands of in-game situations to find the best positioning, including those little micro steps world-class keepers use to close the angle. Changing directions feels so heavy.
I hate
Players
the
can now turn
feeling
quicker
that
and
you're
accelerate more explosively in any direction,
helpless
making everyone
when
feel more agile and
the attackers
responsive.
going in on goal.
And we've continued to tune the relative
Like-
pace of players to ensure that the fastest players feel like the quickest ones on the pitch. Tackles and interceptions
I
often
like the
bounce
fact
back
that
to my
there's a
opponent.
possible
This is
more
a big
of a
one,
possible
one we've
chance
dedicated
of the
hundreds of
keeper
hours to improving, and
making
now
a
you'll be
save.
more likely to win the ball cleanly and retain possession in those moments. Passing and dribbling feels sluggish. Both of these are more responsive in FC26. Passing and dribbling will feel different between competitive and authentic, but they'll both be more fluid and reactive than last year to ensure that the game feels dynamic and in your control. My teammates need to make better runs. We agree that fluid attacking movement is key to fun and dynamic gameplay, and we've retuned the runs your teammates will make
that
as you
was nice.
progress up the pitch to give you even more options and support. I can't protect the ball when pressed. We've created brand new ways for you to use physicality to shield the ball in FC26. By pressing the shield button, you can now seal off your opponent as they try to press you or bump them with your shoulder as you dribble to make a bit of space. Low drivens used to be great. We're bringing back a community favorite mechanic and improving on it. Low drivens can now be triggered on demand by double tapping the shoot button, and this can be applied
I remember
to
doing
all
that a
shot
lot
types,
in
allowing you to turn your finesse or power shots into low drivens with a second tap. This also replaces
PES,
timed finishing,
along
meaning
with
that precision
FIFA.
shooting will now become the primary skill-based mechanic for scoring goals.
Okay,
Each of these
cool.
updates to gameplay fundamentals is designed to address the most common feedback we get, and together set a better foundation for the overall gameplay experience in FC26. Another widely requested feature we're excited to add this year is high contrast mode. We've made high contrast mode customizable so you can create a visual experience that's best for what you need.
So is this for
You'll
like,
be in
the
control of the colors of
accessibility?
each team, the keepers, the ball, the referee. And you'll even be able to turn off player or stadium shadows, plus adjust
That's
the
a
overall pitch
good
situation. We've also
good
added simplified
change.
skill moves, allowing you to perform a relevant skill with a simple flick of the right stick in a given direction. We're introducing
Yes,
5 new
I like that.
playstyles in FC26. Precision Header, Aerial Fortress, Game Changer for those flare finishers, Inventive for
Ooh.
flare passers, and Enforcer, which dials up those improvements to off-ball shielding. You'll also see new player roles in FC26 that epitomize the modern game. Ball-playing keeper, wide back, inverted wingback, and box crasher. Just like the other player roles, these new roles are opportunities to customize your tactical approach and push beyond a rigid formation. Great gameplay is at the heart of what makes an FC game
That
fun.
was nice.
That's why we're so excited about FC26.
No way. That
The
should
split
never
of
have been a
competitive
goal.
and authentic gameplay allows us to customize and improve your experience based on where and how you play. And refined fundamentals across the game deliver on your feedback, making gameplay more responsive, consistent, and rewarding. There's so much more coming to FC26. Look out for more info in our upcoming deep dives, pitch notes, and on social. And pre-order the FC26 Ultimate Edition now to get an icon today in FC25, plus a debut icon in FC26 at launch, an extra active Evo slot, up to 6,000 FC points, and more.
Let's see.
We're
this-
introducing 5 new
this part
playstyles in
again.
FC26. Precision Header, Aerial Fortress, Game Changer for those
I mean, this looks interesting. Some of these changes seem kind of necessary from a casual perspective, especially the skill analog stick, so that you can just do skills a little more easier. Because I feel like in game it gets difficult sometimes to remember certain particular skills to perform at certain moments in a game, and from time to time I'll just end up just flicking the stick and hoping it does a skill that will beat its man. But simplifying it to, what was it? Where was it? Where they actually simplifying it. Is something that's really gonna
finishers,
help me
Inventive for
out.
flare passers, and Enforcer, which dials up those improvements to off-ball shielding. You'll also see new player roles in FC26 that epitomize the modern game. Ball-playing keeper, wide back, inverted wingback, and box crasher. Just like the other player roles, these new roles are opportunities to customize your tactical approach and push beyond a rigid formation. Great gameplay is at the heart of what makes an FC game fun. That's why we're so excited about FC26. The split of competitive and authentic game
I want to see that part where they
play
speak about the
fundamentals
skills.
is designed to address the most common feedback we get, and together set a better foundation for the overall gameplay experience.
Maybe it's around here.
Passing and dribbling will feel different between competitive and authentic, but they'll both be more fluid and reactive than last year to ensure that the game feels dynamic and in your control. My teammates need to make better runs. We agree that fluid attacking movement is key to fun and dynamic
That can be
gameplay,
frustrating when the
and
AI
we've
doesn't make
retuned
the
the
run
runs your teammates will make as you progress up
that
the
you would
pitch
expect
to
them
give
to
you
make,
even more
especially on the
options and
flanks.
support. I can't protect the ball when pressed. We've created brand new ways for you to use physicality to shield the ball in FC26. By pressing the shield button, you can now seal off your opponent as they try to press you or bump them with your shoulder as you dribble to make a bit of space. Low drivens used to be great. We're bringing back a community favorite mechanic and improving on it. Low drivens can now be triggered on demand by double tapping the shoot button, and this can be applied to all
I remember
shot
that.
types, allowing you to turn your finesse or power shots into low drivens with a second tap. This also replaces timed finishing, meaning that precision shooting will now become the primary skill-based mechanic for scoring goals. Each of these updates to gameplay fundamentals is designed to address the most common feedback we get, and together set a better foundation.
I really want to see, where's that part where they
Innovation
speak
for
about the skills?
FC26 applies to both competitive and authentic gameplay. A focus on refining what we call the gameplay fundamentals.
Gotta be around here.
Goalkeeping, agility, tackles and interceptions, passing and dribbling, attacking movement,
Oh,
physicality.
I know.
Here's what we've heard
I
over
think
the
it's
last
around
year,
here.
and how we reworkly requested feature we're excited to add this year is high contrast mode. We've made high contrast mode customizable so you can create a visual experience that's best for what you need. You'll be in control of the colors of each team, the keepers, the ball, the referee. And you'll even be able to turn off player or stadium shadows, plus adjust the overall pitch saturation.
Yeah, that's
We've also
cool.
added simplified
Simplified
skill
skill.
moves, allowing you to perform a relevant skill with a simple flick of the right stick in a given direction.
That's what
We're
I like.
introducing 5 new playstyles
That's
in
cool.
FC26. Precision header, aerial fortress, game changer,
That right
those
there
flare
is
finishers,
good.
invent
Because as I mentioned already, let's see what the comments are saying. Since we're here, I need fans to start leaving the stadium when they go 4-0 down at home. That's funny. I've played FIFA 15 years and can tell you offline gameplay and online gameplay has always been different. This isn't new. They're just labeling it now. This year we tried to make gameplay better as opposed to other years where we don't do that. From my perspective, it seems that the developers are placing a great emphasis on the online game. While it's understandable as it is likely the most played mode, the reality is that a large portion of players still prefer career mode, which is what I'll be playing myself, because I always play the career mode just to get into the flow and the specifics on how to play the game, whether as a manager or a footballer. I believe they should introduce many more features to manage career mode, such as a wider variety of kits, crests, stadiums, and even color customization options, as the current selection is quite limited. I want career mode to be more difficult. I want promotion to be harder to obtain in lower divisions, and elite teams to actually feel and act elite when playing against smaller clubs. Make Road to Glory an actual difficult achievement that not everyone can get. Finally, EA reveals features that we knew existed in all the old FIFA 1 online mode. Matches are scripted, hence your opponents will have more speed to score goals. Now we call this as competitive gameplay. Offline mode, career mode, matches will be authentic till we starting updating the game so that we can tweak it again for next year to ensure you buy FC27 again. We want to edit the players' positions in lineups. That's what made it feel like a manager game. Alright, let me read a few more. Good move separating the offline and online gameplay. Hopefully it's not just another slider adjustment simulation. Bring back the commentator banter and ultra specific things they would say about each player. Wow, really? They took that off. Hey EA, suggestion, speed up your freaking menus. Okay, now make prices low. We aren't Jeff Bezos. When the team finishes badly at the end of the season, I want the number of spectators in the stadium to decrease, not to be full. EA, we listened. It's hilarious to me that by definition the competitive mode is literally the least competitive mode of the two. Interesting. So it's a mix of opinions really, but I hope that it's slightly more casual friendly, which is what I get from this deep dive. Especially when there was mentioning the players aren't making the runs that they should make, so they've improved the AI for that. along with the goalkeepers as well, which is why I was saying that they can be relied upon a little more at least. So yeah, it's great. It's great news. And just to end this segment, the FC26 beta is gonna be out early August. Now I've reactivated my EA account to receive emails, so hopefully I get a beta so I can try it out and test it out, get back into the swing of it. But it's a private beta, so there's a chance I might not get a beta code, who knows. But that is the plan. So hopefully I get a beta code and we'll give it a try. But that's the FIFA segment. So now we're going to get into Mafia Old Country. Where are we? Oh damn, I thought it would just be right here. Okay, that was 8 days ago. I've already done my opinions on that, so let's go here. It's probably gonna be a commercial, I would think.
It's nice to see how money works in so many ways with XTB. Because
all right. So, as I said before, I think getting this game will be a fun, playable experience. I love Red Dead Redemption 2. I love the prospect of GTA 6. So this is a great filler game before the launch of GTA 6. But not only that, for the growth of my channel, I've decided to go with getting this game over Hellblade 2, which I will get in and around November, potentially Christmas time. So let's see what they got to say. The official, the family code, Mafioso gameplay trailer. Let's check it out.
Now we must send a message to all around that Torisi takes care of his family and his affairs. Will you do that, Enzo? I will. Everything in San Celeste has a price. Our price.
Okay.
Everyone pays. And if they don't, you must remind them of their duty. Some try to run from their obligations. They think there is a place on this earth that lies beyond our reach. Nobody hides from this family.
Kind of interesting. It doesn't look
High
as
walls, iron gates,
like in terms of
think
the
those will keep them
characters.
safe. Show them otherwise. How dead? You're my
I'm looking for
eyes and
variety
ears,
in the
Enzo.
gameplay here.
What you see, what you hear, it belongs to me. Never forget that. Our enemies lie in wait, like vipers in the grass. We must strike first, quietly
Okay,
and without
some
hesitation.
stealth.
If someone was
This
to
kind of stuff is quite
put
played
his
out
hand in
to
my
me a
pocket,
little though, but
it would be up to
it's
you
good
to
to
return
have
what
it
is
in
mine.
game.
And remember, What you give to this family, you shall receive back in kind. Welcome, Enzo.
Yeah. Let me go to this because the characters look better.
Running down the wing for England, running your own business. You hit more goals. Brilliant goal for England. When you feel supercharged.
I don't know if they've downgraded,
with Zero. Get automated.
Before
but
sat down
I need
play
to
about
I need
3
to
hours of Mafia,
double
the
check.
Old Country, Hangar
So let's
13
see.
President Nick Baines repeatedly mentioned his team's desire for players to finish this prequel story. And so with that goal in mind, the latest Mafia game turns back the clock both chronologically, it's set in the early 1900s in Sicily, and in game design as well. Mafia 3, though very good, went full open world, and the developers seem to feel similarly about it in hindsight as players did. It just didn't fit Mafia well. The first 2 Mafias were gorgeous.
No, what I want to see is
An extra pair of
Gameplay.
hands helps jog their memory about the late payment. Side note, I think I saw more fruit in the 3 hours of playing Mafia the Old Country than I've seen in any game ever. We might need a new Game Awards category for this. Ultimately, no bullets were fired nor punches thrown, and I got the Don's money from Marco's safe after finding the combination nearby. I appreciate
Nice.
that Hangar 13
So there's
put
the-
thought into Enzo's journey into the Teresi crime
So there's
family
some,
here, and didn't just instantly let you become
kind of
a murdering
detective
psychopath.
type work
Things
you can
escalated
do,
slightly on our
which is
second
cool.
stop, though, after we rode our horses across the Sicilian countryside to the farm of
Okay,
Mr.
looks good.
Bangolino, whose workers, led by a man named Manuela, are on strike.
We can't have strikes around here, Manuele. You and your friends need to get back to work.
By the way, I can't emphasize how much I enjoyed staring at the countryside while riding to each destination on this mission. Mafia the Old Country ditches the proprietary engine it's used in all 3 previous Mafia games and moves to Unreal Engine 5 for this installment. To be fair, the previous engine was no slouch. Mafia 2 in particular was a strikingly
just want to see more of
Teresi handsomely
The
Ford
gameplay.
didn't protect his valuable property. It's finally here that the patient Luca tells Enzo that he's got free reign to put live ammo in his gun and not be afraid to pull the trigger, as these lawless bandits were effectively putting their hands in the Don's pocket by stealing from Fichera.
We can't have that.
This leads to a hunt up the hillside through 2 separate bandit camps before we finally squared off with, and shot many bullets into, the dozen or so wayward thieves that stood between us and the water pump they stole. The familiar third-person cover-based shooting gameplay will be instantly recognizable not just to Mafia series regulars, but also anyone who's played a good third-person action game in the past decade. The Old Country isn't breaking the mold here, but the gameplay systems are comfortable, effective, and fun. Less
the
comfortable,
AI
at least for me,
for the
the
enemies.
cutscene that follows
Seem a
the death of
little
the last of the
stupid
bandits,
though.
when Cesare
Like they're
cuts
not
off
very
the finger
smart.
of one of the bandits, takes his gold ring as a bonus payment for his troubles, and tosses the detached digit into the well.
Could be pure gold. He's got no use for it now.
Enzo,
Isabella.
Why didn't
With
you
all
just
of your
take off them
onboarding
instead of
completed
doing
in
that?
Chapter 3, the next section of Mafia the Old Country saw one massive mission play out, involving the Don's daughter Isabella, who Enzo clearly has reciprocated feelings for,
keep an eye
Typical.
on me. You'll be lucky if you can keep up.
and Gennaro, the son of Baron Fontanella, who's arguably an even bigger fish in the Sicilian mafioso sea than Don Teresi is. Gennaro wants to show off his fancy new car, and he also wants to woo Isabella, so he sets up a picnic date in the nearby ruins. It starts with Enzo having to babysit the gathering and ends with a kidnapping, a car chase involving you on a horse, a trail of bodies left in Enzo's wake, a stabbed, double-crossing business partner,
Oh, it looks
a
good.
happy Don Teresi, and an even more smitten with Enzo, Isabella. It started quietly, with Gennaro driving Cesare in his car to the ruins, and Isabella...
I think I've seen enough. I'm looking forward to this. And if I have any doubts, then I'll be perfectly fine playing Hellblade 2 when that drops. But I think just simply because it's a newer game, it will be good for the channel. So that's Mafia. I need to double check Ghost of Yatay. Okay, so there's gameplay deep dive, and then there is the collector's edition. I just want to break this down, and I also want to see if there's a steelbook edition or just different versions. So okay. Alright, so game don't seem to have any different version. Game don't seem to have a different version of it. Let's go to Amazon. Ghost of Yatay. October 2nd. Nah, they don't seem to have any different version either. But I have... Oh, okay. Interesting. So, Mafia Old Country Standard Edition on Amazon is $40. £40. That is really good, because here it's 55. Well, that's the deluxe. That's the deluxe. Okay, so it's £5 cheaper if you get it from Amazon. Yeah, but you do get the Soldato pack. Do you get the Soldato pack here? I don't think you do. No, you don't get it here. But this is interesting. They have Silent Hill F with a steelbook for $70. So you can get it with steelbook for $70. Is it here? Let's go through. Let's check this out. Here it is. So that's the deluxe. Here we go. So it's 70 here, and it's just the standard game. However, from Amazon, you get the game and a steelbook. Yeah, there is no reason for me to get it digital at all. But what is this I'm looking at? Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater Deluxe Edition for 90, whereas here it's this is the digital deluxe, which is which is 80. I'm gonna have to compare these now. Yeah. I thought I was gonna tell us something. Let me go here. Still not. So it's 80 here, but it's 90 on Amazon. So let's see what. Let me read what they give you. For $90, this looks pretty good from what I'm seeing so far. As a deluxe edition, this ain't the collectors as well. This is just the deluxe. So from what I'm seeing, you get a box cover, standard game. Pardon me. You get a badge. Don't really care about that. Get some art cards. Don't care about that. I think you get a magnet. You also get the steelbook. Okay, and that's about it. From what I can see. Let's see if it says anything down here. Okay, here we go. The deluxe edition contains a day one edition game copy, an exclusive steelbook, cool, additional downloadable contents, a metal and enamel keychain, a Fox unit iron-on patch, and art cards laid out in a custom clamshell box. I didn't notice that clamshell box. Oh, I'm guessing that's the box, but that looks like it's for the game. Either way, so that's what you get. But do they don't say what you get here. The digital. Oh, here we go. So pre-order bonus uniform white tuxedo. This content is also obtainable through games, so that's not a bonus. I don't include that. Digital deluxe edition exclusive pre-order bonus, 48 hours early access. That is good, very good. Primarily for like us content creators and stuff. Begins 48 hours in advance of release. The digital deluxe edition includes both the game and sneaking DLC pack at a reduced price. Includes Metal Gear Solid sneaking the uniform, battle dress, sneaking suit, crocodile suit, All right, cool. Gold uniform. Right. Face, glasses. Okay. The core experience of the original evolved and the game and sneaking DLC pack included in this edition are also offered separately. Please take care to avoid unattended duplicate transactions. If I just saw this, I wouldn't this wouldn't be enough for me to get it. Like for 70. All that downloadable content doesn't sweeten the deal. Yeah, it doesn't sweeten the deal for me. However, it's like it's only a 10 pound difference. So for £10 I can get the game two days earlier and play it. The reason why I'm gonna have to do this and get that, because I'm gonna be on vacation from the 30th. This game is out 28th. So if I can get to play this on the 26th, 26th, 27th, 28th, wait, 26th, 27, 28, 29. I'll get four days of playing this straight. Then I'll come back in September from my vacation and I'd either have completed it by then or have a little bit more left to play until I think it's Little Nightmares comes out. Not mistaken. Is it Little Nightmares? No, it's not Little Nightmares. It's Mafia Old Country. Oh, sorry. Mafia Old Country's first, then Metal Gear Solid. But after that, there's a game coming out in September. Okay, it's this. Silent Hill F. 25th. So I'll be back around the 8th of September. So 8th to the 25th will be about 17 days until this drops. But I would have completed Metal Gear Solid by then. So yeah, that's actually really good news. I will be getting the digital deluxe edition. I think this might be one of the only few digital, especially digital deluxe games I've gotten. But for the simple fact that I'm gonna be going on vacation, this actually makes sense for me to get, so that I can play it 48 hours early access. I kind of want to get more confirmation of that. Will that mean I can play it on the 26th? Does that mean I can play the game on the 26th? Because it comes out the 28th. Pre-order bonus. Okay. Digital Deluxe Edition exclusive pre-order bonus. 48 hours early access. Begins 48 hours in advance of release date. And the release date is the 28th. So, yeah, I'll actually be getting... It's a good thing I checked this, actually. But I will actually get the digital version. Because I got a PS5 physical. Every game I get, 90% of the games I get is physical. For the simple fact... that I get to play this 48 hours early, which is good for, like, if you're streaming and making content like what I'm doing and trying to build a channel more importantly, I'm actually going on vacation end of August, so instead of me getting only 2 days with this game, I'll get 4 days, just simply getting the early access. So yeah, this might be one of those rare occasions where the early access actually benefits me this time. That's making me wonder, is there early access for... Actually, I don't think it matters. That's the only game I need early access for. The only game. FIFA or FC26. Early access for that would be good, simply for the fact that the Ultimate Edition is packed with a lot of things. So that's just more so just a bonus. But let's get back on track. So it was Ghost of Yotei. Let's break this down. I don't think I got to. Let's see if this is worth it as well, and value it while we're watching. So in-game mask, avatars. And avatars is cool, but it's whatever. Sword kit, digital deluxe horse and saddle. Ghost mask. I do like that horse, I am not gonna lie. Because I've seen her with the white horse or this brown one. What? Alright, we'll rewind this. Oh, those look cool. Pre-order content. No, I gotta see that again. So this is the collector's edition. Art cards. Alright. Final designer specifications subject to change. Available via voucher code. Internet and account for PSN required to redeem. Alright, so you get the sash, you get the Suba, you get the mask, the art cards, Zen Hajeki coin game and pouch, Papercraft Genko tree, and then the pre-order bonus gets you the Atsuyotai 6 avatar set. The only avatar of all of those will be the main character or like, an in-game mask. You know what's funny? I think the pre-order bonus content is better than the collector's edition content. Those two things there for the pre-order is better than all these things. The art cards are cool though. The art cards are cool, but I don't think it's. How much are they asking for this? That's the digital deluxe. Let me check Amazon. So it's 70 for the standard game on Amazon. But how about the collectors? Damn, there's a game guide already. Alright. Whoa. They're asking for £220. Are you serious? I expected it obviously to cost more than the digital deluxe edition, which is 80. Okay. I expected that. But this is like, this is almost triple the price. Triple the price for they need to. Alright, so what's in the box? Physical items, ghost mask, sash, all the stuff I mentioned, right? Cool. Digital items, the full game, the snake armor. Okay, so you actually do get the digital deluxe content as well, along with the, you know, if you pre-order it. So for £220, definitely wouldn't get it, but trying to think, how much should it be worth? I think these art cards look good, and I would love to have it like around, like, so it's visible on stream, so I can just start adding stuff to my background and stuff. Like maybe I don't know. For example, I might just have like an Arsenal kit right here. Just for the meantime, I'll have like an Arsenal kit here. Like Ghost of Tsushima cards. Ghost of Tsushima cards coming down here. Or something. And then whatever they offer with the GTA 6, I'll just have that right behind me. Like there. Like right there. For GTA 6. Because I do like the art cards. The art cards do look good. But other than that, this is not worth £220. I would say it's worth, I would say the art cards are worth £5. Yeah, £5. Then the game in the pouch, ooh, £5. The mask, 20, so that's £30. The sash and the thing, I'll just say 10, so that's 40. The Gencho tree, man, that's, I'll just say £10, so that's 50. The box, so I'll add an additional £5 to the art card, so in total we're talking like 65. Then the digital content, right? Digital content, so 65. Everything down there, the snake armor, the digital deluxe armor and charm, traveler's maps, which is in game, an early unlock anyway. Digital deluxe horse and saddle. I do like that horse and saddle, and a sword kit, along with the in-game mask, that gold mask. I'd say at the very most, that's what, £10. So that's £75. £75 to the base game, which is 70. So that's 145. That's how much the collector's edition should be worth. But since they want to make a profit too, let's just round it off to 150. They want £220 for this collector's edition. No chance. That's just insane. But with all that being said, for £10 more from the standard game, I could get that pre-order content, which is the mask, the snake armor, the digital deluxe armor die. I really like that. I really like the look of that armor die, and the horse. So I would potentially get this just for those two. Matter of fact, anyhow, I'm gonna look up the Blue-Eyed Samurai. If she is riding a brown horse, I'm gonna get it. At some point, she must have rode a horse. Here we are. She did. The horse is not white, but it does look kind of brown. I'm gonna watch this again. It's hard for me to tell. The horse looks brown. This looks like a brown horse. But there is also a picture of her with a white one. But yeah, I'm seeing a brown horse. I'm seeing a brown horse. Yeah, I'm seeing a brown horse. I like the look of that. I do like the look of that. Let's take a look again. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get the digital deluxe. In fact, let me see what just want to see if there's... I want to see if there's a physical deluxe edition. Is there a physical deluxe edition? Is there? That's Tsushima Deluxe Edition. Oh, what's this? Oh, I've seen that. I thought that was a new edition completely. I don't think there is a physical. Is there? I don't think there is. I'm just quickly checking Reddit. So, there isn't a, there's not a physical deluxe edition, nor is there a, is there still book edition? Doesn't look like there is. Which is funny because the Ghost of Tsushima had a steelbook edition. Alright, either way. See, I like that avatar, and because I purchased it, that'll be the change on my avatar, because right now I've got a Cyberpunk avatar from getting the DLC. So I've got the Idris avatar, but I'll be changing it to this one. In-game mask I don't really care too much about, but I will use it. Oh, I gotta see that again. Let me video options, close caption. I've got to pause it just at that part. Is that the mask? I doubt it. I doubt that's the mask, but look at the graphics, man. That just looks sick. That looks really, really sick. Really good. Give me a second. Alright. So this is the outfit. Out of all the outfits I've seen for this game, this is the one I like the most. And it just so happens to be the armor die for the Digital Deluxe pre-order. That looks sick. The snake armor. Ah, so that's what that is. I'm gonna have to go back to the picture. Sword kit. Yeah, I like that outfit. Is this the same outfit? Now I'm piecing this together. So there's this outfit, which I love. Love this outfit. I think it is the same. Let me watch it again. Okay, you got the leather and you got, okay, cool. Yeah, it's a different outfit. So this is a completely different outfit and you get the sword kit. Digital Deluxe horse and saddle. Yeah, I want the horse, man. Ghost mask. What's that? Tsuba. Sash. Tree. Okay, so there's actual... I just realized there's mini games in this. When I say mini games, I mean like actual games. Like that. Really gives me Shenmue vibes. I like that. So what I want to see, okay, that's the mask. But there was something else. So that's the Papercraft Genko tree. But where is the tree in this clip? I guess you get the wall from there. Yeah, these arts look sick. They look really sick. I would love to have that and just have it right along here. That would be sick. But not for 220. No chance. No chance. Okay, so the snake armor. Yeah, that Digital Deluxe armor die is the best outfit I have seen. And just for this, we're going to end this stream. We're going to end this stream watching the Ghost of Yatai deep dive again because... yeah. I'm gassed. I am gassed. So let's watch this again and then we'll call it a stream.
Hello everyone, this is Jason Connell and Nate Fox from Sucker Punch Productions. Ghost of Tsushima was an honor to be a part of. And today, Nate and I get to share more about our next game, Ghost of Yotei. We'll be sharing how we've crafted the game around exploration while keeping Atsu's tale of vengeance front and center. We'll also talk about ghost combat and how it's evolved. And we'll introduce for the first time some new special modes of play. But let's start things off first by talking about a Japanese folk legend, the Onryo.
The people of Ezo believe Atsu is an Onryo, a wrathful ghost bent on revenge. And they're half right. Atsu doesn't care if she lives or dies, so long as she can punish the Yotei Six, a ruthless gang who slaughtered her family.
Now, one thing
After
I
16
noticed
years in the South,
why
she's returned
and what I like about
his
this
spirit
is that it's coming out at just the right time as perfect filler between now and when GTA 6 comes out. This is the game.
It's warm memories of her family that propel her forward. When Atsu returns to her childhood home, with the push of a button, you can experience those cherished times. By giving you the freedom to explore Atsu's past, the wound of her loss becomes personal. It's that pain that pushes her forward. Hunting down the Yotei Six is a near impossible task. She'll face 1,000 blades. But the Onryo is relentless, and with each victory, the ghost story around her grows.
Ghost of Yotei focuses on player freedom more than any game Sucker Punch has ever made. But it's also a game that at its heart is inspired by so many of our favorite wandering samurai films. So let's start off by talking about exploration at the edge of Japan. We all have different playstyles, so we set out to make an open world game that lets you drive your own experiences. Whether that's your curiosity to wander, your thirst for combat, or a deep desire to stay focused on the story. As you explore, there's an underlying clue system that invites you to new adventures in new areas of the game that could be appealing to you. If you interrogate an enemy, choosing to ask about the Oni, you could uncover a landscape scarred by fire with more bold, samurai-like enemies to fight and abilities for Atsu to learn. Or do you ask about the Kitsune, might lead you to an area filled with snow and deception, enemies that ambush you, and new ninja-like tactics to study. Atsu draws cards for each clue to keep track of all available adventures. The more you play, the more the game unfolds for you. As she makes progress against the Yotei Six, her legend as the Onryo grows.
It's her.
Bounty will go up, drawing the attention of deadlier foes.
Are you lost?
I'm looking for some old friends. The Yotei Six.
Show her the door.
There is a hefty price on Atsu's head. Now, Atsu can also hunt down her own bounties that bring her all around the land. This is a lucrative way to make some money to fuel her vengeance quest.
You're not of Clan Eguchi. You're here for my bounty.
Hidden in the world are altars of reflection. Finding one inspires Atsu and unlocks a new ability to help her on the journey ahead. They are fun to find on their own, but for a quicker route, you can always buy a traveler's map from the cartographer. Ghost of Yotei isn't going to rush you through anything. You can choose what motivates you most. But we think the best way to play is to simply pull out your spyglass, find something interesting on the horizon, and enjoy the ride.
That's right.
The lands around Yote are vast. It's not about checking it all off, it's about engaging in the content that gets you excited. Embrace that curiosity and let the wind guide you on your hunt.
Ezo is a dangerous place. Atsu always wields a weapon. As for which, that's up to you. Will you choose a katana, spear, a surigama, odachi, or dual swords? Each is uniquely effective against a particular enemy and has their own set of upgrades to discover and master.
Plant Saito banners.
Let's see how she uses these weapons in the field, searching for leads on Lord Saito.
This is our food, from our soil. Our soldiers need it more to free you.
Free us. Inokichi steals our crops while our families starve.
Atsu's no samurai or ninja. No, she's a lone wolf mercenary who'll use every advantage, every dirty trick to win a fight. Combat has the feel of a classic samurai movie. Every motion counts. It's about lethal precision.
This game just keeps looking and getting better and better, man.
If an enemy swings hard, Atsu can lose her weapon. But if she's quick, she can disarm them.
Nothing there? You're dead.
Choose the right weapon for the job. To fight a massive enemy, her huge Odachi blade is best.
He looks like the one in charge.
Tonight, we feast.
Blades are great, but ranged weapons work too. And Atsu's got an arsenal.
A bounty hunter. A ghost.
Thrown weapons like kunai, bombs, or even blinding powder can give Atsu an edge. When enemies switch weapons, you'll have to adapt. Dual swords are best against spears.
No more.
Tell me what you know about Saito.
Atsu doesn't always fight alone. She'll meet several allies on her hunt, including a mysterious wolf.
Atsu can set up camp under the stars of Ezo. But she's not always alone.
Hey friend, share your fire with the traveling peddler?
What are you selling?
A mask said to be cursed with the unpredictable nature of its previous owner. Hey friend, share your fire with the traveling peddler?
But she's not always alone.
Hey friend, share your fire with the traveling peddler?
What are you selling?
A mask said to be cursed with the unpredictable nature of its previous owner.
Camping under the stars is a great way to rest up, play your shamisen, or cook to ready for a fight ahead. It's also designed to help bring important characters and upgrades straight to you. In fact, in place of the journal menu from Ghost of Tsushima, we've opted for a more character-driven way of managing allies and vendors you meet in Ezo. Over time, Atsu grows to have her own wolf pack. And here, you can keep track of when a sensei might have a weapon skill for you, or when a vendor has something unique to sell. Managing upgrades, resources, when to buy what, can be a burden in a big open-world game. At campsites, members of your wolf pack can catch up with you, offering upgrades and unique items. This helps ensure you have every opportunity to upgrade and prepare for Atsu's vengeance quest ahead. You don't have to leave where you're exploring, the game comes to you.
While exploring Ezo, you'll discover all sorts of new armor, charms, and gear. Perfect for building up Atsu around your chosen playstyle. Are you stealth, ranged, or melee focused? Find and combine the pieces that are just right for you. And of course, customize the look of your armor and weapons to make sure that your version of Atsu looks and fights just the way you want. The score of Ghost of Yotei is incredibly special to us. Our amazing composer, Toma Otoa, has created a mashup of Eastern instrumentation with Western flavors, brought to life through an exciting collaboration of many talented artists.
で、こうダウンビートまで
If you like what you heard, we're releasing 2 tracks featured in today's State of Play on your favorite streaming service immediately after the show.
The digital photography community for Ghost of Tsushima is incredible. We're happy to have photo mode back in Ghost of Yotei and look forward to seeing photos from your journey across Ezo. We want playing through Ghost of Yotei to feel like stepping inside of your favorite classic samurai films. So, from the beginning of the game, we're happy to offer a full Japanese voice track with full lip sync that you can play with subtitles.
誰だてめえ 生きてたか
狼の姫一人残らず息の根止めたと思った
また会えたな
刀鍛冶の娘
覚えておけ。アツだ。
To take the feeling of stepping into a classic samurai cinema experience one step further, we are honored to once again partner with acclaimed director Akira Kurosawa's estate for Kurosawa Mode, which emulates is classic black and white films. For Ghosts of Yotei, we wanted to celebrate two other influential directors who have had an impact on the genre as a whole. First, we've partnered with Takeshi Miike, director of 13 Assassins, for a mode that puts the camera closer during combat for a more intense, raw experience along with increased mud and blood splatter. And lastly, we've partnered with the director of Samurai Champloo, Shinichiro Watanabe. Turn this mode on to listen to some original lo-fi tracks directed by Watanabe himself.
Right, I have just watching this back again. I've now come up. This just looks so sick. I've now come up with how I'm gonna play this. I promise. I think this is how I'm gonna play this. First gameplay is just gonna be the normal gameplay, right? Cool. The second gameplay will be black and white. Where are we? Will be black and white with Japanese voice acting. And I'm gonna have my characters. I'm gonna have a white horse. Wait, I need to see what Jubei had, because I'm gonna do it based on my playthrough with Ghost of Tsushima, but really based on Ninja Scroll, one of my favorite animes of all time. I'm pretty sure he rode a white horse. See, this is right on my stream, man. Yeah, it is a white horse. It's a white horse. Yeah, so I'm going to play the game regular. Cool. Then on its hardest difficulty, I'm gonna play this in black and white, like here. What do they call this mode? The Kurosawa mode. Black and white, film grain, audio filter, increased wind. Hardest difficulty with a white horse this time, and Jubei's outfit. I'm gonna try and make Jubei's outfit. Cool. Second playthrough will be with Japanese voice acting. Second playthrough will be
For Ghosts of Yotei, we wanted to celebrate two other influential directors who have had an impact on the genre as a whole. First, we've partnered with Takeshi Miike, director of 13 Assassins, for a mode that puts the camera...
Alright, this action mode, I'm going to play it again with the action mode. I'll probably do this with regular voice acting. No subtitles. Different outfit. And yeah, and a different outfit basically. Different outfit, and I'm gonna approach the game differently. I might just be more I'll probably play this. Alright, so I think this mode I will play gameplay. I will play it Blue Eye Samurai with the brown horse, Blue Eye Samurai outfit, and that's how I'll be. I'm gonna be action but kind of stealthy, because my regular playthrough will be everything the game has to offer: action, stealth, everything. This one might just be like I'm there for action, but
with the director of Samurai
this
Champloo, Shinichiro Watanabe.
Just looking at that just is so sick. This gameplay I'm gonna do during exploration and combat. I'm gonna do what's it? Jubei from Ninja Scroll. Very stealthy. I'm gonna play this very stealthy with a completely different outfit. So different outfit on this one. I'll probably do regular voice acting, but this one is all geared towards stealth. Just stealth. And I'm actually gonna use my samurai, but I'm gonna use that other weapon that she has as well.
This mode on to listen to some original lo-fi tracks.
Nah, I
himself.
Look at that. Just look at that. I'm gonna take so much in-game photos. I'm gassed. I'm really looking forward to this game. Like, really. So yeah, there's probably more information on the PlayStation blog. So I'll read that, check that out. If there's anything interesting,
There's
maybe
so
I'll
many
do a
ways
short.
to make your Ghost of
But-
Yotei playthrough your own.
That is the stream. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back probably tomorrow. I'm gonna try to be back tomorrow if there's new gaming news as well, especially. So, like,